just on the same field as we shot 105 on the other day. Struggling away so far. 10 past 3. Decided to shoot from two separate hides, me and my dad, today. Just due to last time we shot it, when we shot it on Monday, we had a decent day. There was an awful lot working kind of a tree line in the distance. There wasn't a number of birds on, like, knocking around this morning, so we thought rather than both setting up together, we're better off shooting separate, and we probably increase our chance of a decent bag. 3 o'clock now, 10 past 3, set up about 12:30. It's a steady day, like I said. I think I've got about 15, and I thought my dad will have about 10 or 12, so we kind of got 25 or so, around with about that. Birds just seem, I wouldn't say wary, I'd just say the wind. We're struggling on the wind. It's a difficult field to shoot with this wind. The wind is completely wrong, to be honest, but this is the only free day we had until Monday, so we decided we would shoot it again. The problem we've got is, from where my dad is, he's got it in his face, and from where I am, it's blowing from right to left, but I've got a bunch of trees just down here to my left, so the problem is the birds are getting in them trees before they get to me. But unfortunately there's no other place on the field that we can get to, because there's no hedge along the top side of the field, because it just directly meets another field. So difficult conditions for the pigeons. Are just, like I say, the birds are here, not as many as the other day, but they just can't quite get into the decoys. We were going to pack up, but we've decided to sit it out, because we're just getting a slow trickle. So we got shooting till 7 o'clock the other night, so if that happens again, like I say, we're already on 25, just shy of 30 or so. If we stick it out, we'll maybe get 50 between the two of us, which is a nice little day for this time of year, and nice to be out. So we're going to stick it out and see what we can do. I've got to be. Lovely left and right there. Got about 3 or 4 here. All of them are. Another one there. Just, it's a bit difficult having them trees to my left. We're just all the time wanting to land in there in this wind. So that's the biggest problem I'm having today. The wind is blowing from right to left. So blowing that way, so these birds are coming into my decoys here, but I've got that tree there, and probably every other bird is landing in that tree before it gets to me, and as you can see, it's a reasonably thick tree and leaf, so if I land the back side, there's just nothing I can do. If I land this side of it or on the edge branches, I mean, I can get them out of there. Some people will say it's not sporting, but I don't really. I mean, you're here to do a job, you're here to shoot the pigeons at the end of the day. You're here to protect the farmer's crop and doing crop protection at the end of the day, so the aim's to shoot the pigeons, so if it's sat in the tree, then so be it. You might be wondering why I'm not setting up the other side of that tree, but the problem is, from that tree to the hedge in the bottom, it's only about 40 yards, if that, probably more like 35 yards, so there just wouldn't be room to get my decoys in between that tree and the tree behind it, and I'm sure if I did I'd have the same problem, because then they'd just land in the trees that side of my decoys again. So ideally that tree needs chopping down, but unfortunately that's not an option. But That's kind of a struggle I'm having. Like I say, if that tree just wasn't there, they could have a nice flight in, but unfortunately it's just catching them. But we're doing alright. We've had a few landing that tree and we've shot kind of one out of it, and we get the other one as the jump, so it's going okay. So we'll stick at it and hopefully get a few more. It's now about 4 o'clock. Probably got about 35 or so between the two of us, so not doing too bad. I mean, hopefully if it comes steady away we could potentially do 50, which would be a nice day, so fingers crossed we'll get a few, and I'll try and get a few on camera, but it's proving difficult so far. Decent shot, that one, just sticking right on the edge of the decoy spread. It's been like that all day, just struggling away with these birds. They're just not quite committed. Everything's just wanting to stay right on the edge of the pattern. You're just having to get into them and have a go, because you just can't wait for them to come any closer. We've got another bird coming here now. He's going to get in that tree, but hopefully he'll come this side. Another bird down there, that's nice. Two in quick succession, which is good. It's gone steady for a bit, but it's starting to move again, which is good. So fingers crossed we'll pick a few more off yet. So lucky we've got a tall hedge behind us, and a pair had come over high, setting my wings, looked as though they were going to come in. They hadn't came back round for about a minute and a half, so kind of took my guard down. Then got a bird coming in now. Yeah, sorry, took my guard down. Expecting them to have gone. Next thing, the buggers came overhead, straight in. Managed to get one of them just there. I don't know if the camera picked it up or not, and then just dropped that one there. Hopefully the camera picked that one. But just starting to hot up a bit now. There's starting to be a few more coming, and they're starting to decoy well, so fingers crossed we get a few more. Another nice shot there, but hit the first shot. I think it was head shot that was going to go up in the air and tower and probably die, but gave it the second shot just to be on the safe side, because big hedge behind, and if they get stuck in that hedge it's impossible to get them out, so better be safe. Thank God we got in with a second shot, because trust me, that would have been a bad miss. Another nice shot there. We've just had a nice little trickle at the end of the day here. It's just gone 6, and we've just started to get a little pick-up. It had gone dead for the last hour or so. Just shot a few, and then the last 5 minutes I've had about 4 now, so might just get one little flurry before the end of the day yet. But yeah, that last pigeon we got, this one that you saw on camera, absolutely empty crop, nothing in it, and it's 6 o'clock. Thought there was one coming there, but it's just gone and landed in the hedge up there. So yeah, 6 o'clock and it's got an empty crop, so it just shows that these birds do leave it late, and 6 o'clock as they're obviously coming to this field knowing that they can still get the crop filled. So yeah, just something to bear in mind, people, is when you are shooting, just this time of year it just shows how late they're coming, so don't be expecting to see massive amounts of birds on a field early in the morning, because they don't need to be on there early in the morning, especially if your field's got a lot of food on. Yeah, Dad just got one down there, which is good. So yeah, just remember not to panic if we're not on it straight away. We've got one coming here, and that wasn't decoying, it was when my dad shot a few, got out the trees, so they were wary. Anyway. Got the first one, and then bloody missed the second one, unfortunately. In fact, he's looking hit and he's going down, is he? No, I thought he was hit for a minute actually, but carried on going. Quite funny that, there was a woody and a feral, and the feral was actually chasing the woody. The woody didn't decoy, he just came through this left hand side, and the feral was chasing him. The woody was just flying bloody fast as hell, trying to get away from him for one reason or another, and no intention of decoying, just shot him when the feral was chasing him. Quite strange actually. Anyway, we're calling it a wrap at 6:30. It's started to die down now, unfortunately, and got a fair bit to pack up because I'm obviously on my own and my dad's in his own hide, so fair bit to do and a long walk back, so might even have to do the walk in 2 journeys, which will be a bit of a bugger, I'm afraid. Something I'm not looking forward to because it is a long way. So anyway, packing up time. Have it then, just packed up. 30 is what I've got, with one more to pick just in that hedge veg on that end tree. Go and look for that as we head back to the cars. That's where we're going. So not a bad day. Like I say, midday till about just after 6:30 we shot till. So decent day, decent afternoon. Yeah, so we've got 30. I think Dad'll have about the same, maybe just less. So if we've got a 55 or a 60, that really is a decent day considering we had 105 off here on Monday. So yeah, still loads of beans left on this field, absolutely loads. It's they're just all over the surface, and we're just starting to poke through the ones that are under the surface. So we think leave it about a week now, and I'm sure we'll get a good day, because not only will as the beans start coming through, they'll maybe pull the odd ones up and take them out, but there's also going to be the beans still left on the surface, which was honestly absolutely plenty. I mean, we've shot 105 and hopefully around a 60 today, and there's no sign of any less beans than what there was when this field was drilled. So there's loads of food left for them yet, and plenty of pigeons left in the area. So fingers crossed for another good day. Anyway, I'll carry on packing up now. Update, forgot about the 3 in my hides. Just took the hide down now and discovered another 3 in there. So we've actually got 33. Like I said earlier, hopefully pick one from that hedge over there to get us to 34, and then we'll see what Dad's got. So it's not a bad day. Just not looking forward to that long walk back now. Hell of a long walk, about a mile. Bag, birds, 2 batteries, gun, hide poles, bucket. So yeah, long walk back unfortunately. And he's getting these birds, all 33 of them, onto this game strap, which typically holds about 20. Nothing else to carry them or hold them with, and I've got no intention of doing this in 2 trips. So somehow we're going to have to battle on and get those birds back. So we managed to get 25 on the game strap, so then we've got 10 in the bag, which has got the magnet, decoys, batteries, so there's a fair bit of weight in that. All packed up now. Went over and looked in that hedge and got that pigeon, which was a really big bonus. We've got 34 now. That's just a quick note to take away. It's just, if you know you have got something, make every effort to pick it up. And I watched that bird down earlier in the day and I was sure we'd pick it, and we have done, so that's a big bonus. And it just shows that if you know you've got something down, even if it might be difficult to pick, don't just leave it. Make every effort to pick up what you've shot, and we have there and we've got it, and it's another one in the bag. So there he is, nice bonus. So yeah, now for the dreaded walk back. So go and see how many Dad's got. Showing up because it's pretty dark now, about 9:30. By the time we've got off the field, drove home, had our tea, got the dogs sorted, got all the gear in, and created the birds up. But as you can see, what we do after, when we get back in, we always crate our birds up just in bread trays. You can see the stack on each other as well, which is handy. This just allows them time to cool. We usually just leave them in the garden overnight to cool, but it's meant to rain tonight, so we're just going to leave them in the car with the windows down, and then we'll process them tomorrow, nice and fresh. Get them in get them breasted out and get the breasts into the fridge. So once we combine myself and my dad's bag, I had about 34 in the end. We ended up on 62, so similar bags between us both, and a nice little day of 62 between us, which is a good do. Better than we thought it was going to go. It was really slow to start off and we struggled, but we got there in the end. And bear in mind we had 105 on Monday. That's not bad considering it was off the same field. So yeah, cheers for watching.